What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you up to? You got that big chunk of tree root. Come here. Come here. Come here, you. Come here. Come here, you. Okay. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Okay. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh. So today we're going to talk about what makes a person a Nazi. And I'm going to start by explaining that disagreeing with me on any topic doesn't make you a Nazi. I mean, you can firmly believe that McDonald's garbage is actual food, that a Big Mac and supersized fries from McDonald's is food. You can swear this up and down until you are blue in the face. It will not make you a Nazi. You'll be wrong, but you will not be a Nazi. You can insist that smooth peanut butter is better than crunchy peanut butter, and you will be wrong, but you will not be a Nazi. You can insist that so-called American slices are actually cheese. Despite the fact that they contain exactly 0 dairy products, nothing about them has ever been anywhere near a cow unless the oil tanker truck that brought them to the factory drove past a cow pasture. That's the closest they've ever been to a cow. American slices are not cheese. They will never be cheese. I'm not sure what the fuck they are, but they came out of an oil well. And they are nasty and they are not cheese. But thinking they are cheese does not make you a Nazi. So what does make you a Nazi? Well, not tailored Hugo Boss uniforms either. Although the Nazis did make a big deal of them originally, the original Nazis. Yeah, the classic Nazis were very big on Hugo Boss uniforms. But what makes a person a Nazi is a set of beliefs. If you believe that there is a hierarchy of races of people, with a master race, a superior race at the top, and some intermediate races, the allied subordinate races, the slave races, and at the bottom, the subhuman vermin races, if you believe that, if you believe this hierarchy exists, and you believe that you are either the master race or the subordinate allied race, and if you believe that racial purity is a real thing, that is what makes you a Nazi. Not Hugo Boss uniforms, not being wrong, not straight arm salutes, because, well, straight arm salutes were very popular in Europe before the Nazis. They were very popular. The French did them right up until 1940. And yeah, it was abolished in France in 1940. The straight arm salute. The British abolished the straight arm salute in 1941. Yeah, because they wanted to make sure nobody mistook them for Nazis. The Americans abolished the straight arm salute in 1943. Same reason. Didn't want people to mistake them for Nazis. But yes, the straight arm salute remained a military salute in many European countries right up until the Second World War, and was in fact part of the original American Pledge of Allegiance to the flag when it was introduced in the early 1950s. Children were required not just to pledge allegiance to the flag, but to do the straight arm salute. Yeah. And then somebody pointed out that, yeah, my parents told me that the Nazis did that. Yeah. 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 So they got rid of that, yeah, in the late 50s. But yeah, the straight arm salute doesn't make you a Nazi. Yeah, it doesn't. What makes you a Nazi is the ideological belief in a hierarchy of races where you have the master race at the top, the subordinate allied races below them, and then you have the slave races, and then below them, the subhuman vermin races. Hierarchy of races. That is what makes a person a Nazi. The belief that that hierarchy of races exists. Yeah. If you believe that you are racially superior to everybody else, except others within your own group, that you are part of a master race, and that this master race is superior to everybody else, and you believe that there are subordinate races who are there to be your allies and servants, and then you have the slave races, and then below that you have the subhuman vermin races. If you believe that, congratulations, you are a fucking Nazi. That is what Nazism boiled down to. That was what was unique about the Nazi German project, about Hitler's project, Himmler's project, Goebbels' project, Goering's project. It was all about this hierarchy of races. So when I point out that you're a fucking Nazi, it's not because you're wrong about something. It's not because you dress a particular way. It's because you believe in a hierarchy of races. A hierarchy of races. And you have made abundantly clear that you believe in a hierarchy of races. Because I'm very careful how I apply the term Nazi to people. So yeah, if you believe in a hierarchy of races, with a master race at the top that you are part of, subordinate servant races, the overseer races, directly below you, the slave races below that, and the subhuman vermin races below that. That is what makes you a Nazi. That and that alone. And it doesn't matter what these races are. What matters is you believe that these races exist and form a hierarchy. That you have subdivided humanity into the superhuman, the fully human, the lesser human, and the subhuman. That is what makes you a Nazi. That is what makes you a Nazi. Now, there are some other elements of Nazism that, not quite unique, but definitely kind of seal the deal. For instance, the belief that women exist to be breeding stock and men exist to be warriors. The overemphasis on war as an expression of greatness. Yeah. The need for endless and continuous war as a means both of acquiring resources and acquiring glory. Those are very important parts of Nazism. But they don't specifically define it. They're just the icing on the entire shit cake. Yeah. So you have hierarchy of races, war as the ultimate expression of glory and greatness, and yes, the notion that women exist to be breeding stock. Because at its heart, Nazism is very much about real men proving how manly we are. Yeah. With constant warfare. And with enormous rallies. Rallies are very important to Nazism. Yeah, constant rallies. Nazi and Nazi-esque rulers love to have rallies. They love to be reminded how great they are. And their supporters love to be reminded how great they are. Even when, and especially when, they've never achieved anything personally with which to call themselves great. Riding on the coattails of others. That person had the same skin tone as me, therefore they are the same race as me, therefore I am as great as they are because they were a great person, therefore I am a great person, even though I've never accomplished anything. Very important part of Nazism. Yeah. The hierarchy of races is what makes a person a Nazi, truly a Nazi, with the idolization and glamorization of endless war being the icing on the shit cake, as I've said. Yeah. So, now we know what constitutes a Nazi. There will be no mistakes on this. Yeah. Anywho, I have to go to work today. Take care, be well, stay safe, love yous all. Absolutely, love yous all. All right, ta-ta.